Hey Mike, I heard you were out of town last week. Where were you and what were you doing?
Well, I went up to the Olympic rainforest in Washington State, spent 4 days with a bunch of BFRO people and Bob Saget. He was shooting a piece for a new TV show he's got coming out called Bob Saget's Strange Days. And this is the scene when I arrived on the property where I stayed. I was hosted there by Wally Hersom, that's his van, and by Derek Randalls, one of the men responsible for the Skookum cast. It was great to meet the two and spend time with them. Here's some more shots as people are starting to arrive. That's Matt Moneymaker in the center. The two folks on the left, I'm sorry, their names escape me at the moment. That's behind Matt is a gentleman named Matt Pruitt, and that's our own Tom Yamarone there. And the next shot, oh, there's the California crew and me, Tom Yamarone, Bobo Fay, and Bart Catino. Bart and I flew up together on the same plane out of San Jose. There's Bobo practicing with a spear. See if he can get that thing to fly straight and right. Several people had their tries at it. Once again, a few more people arriving. The taller man in the center is Paul Graves, and the gentleman on the right side is Tyler Bounds. There's Paul Graves and Tom Yamarone singing some tunes around the campfire. There's Monkey, the mascot of the trip. He was everywhere asking people to throw balls and things and sticks. This is Bobo's dog, Monkey. It's a wonderful little dog. This is a shot of the headquarters, the home base. What we had essentially headquarters, and then there was a base camp, and then there were it was a Bigfoot event. People were going out at night and looking for Bigfoot and so forth. And this was all the equipment and stuff. They've got a permanent place there now. And the Bigfoot in the picture was, of course, came from our museum. Wally Hersom purchased it from us to help us out financially, which was great of him to do that. And everybody was happy to have it for the headquarters. It looks really good up there. There's another shot in the room showing some more of the folks that were going to be part of the expedition and hanging out for the weekend. It's myself, Bart, Paul Graves. That's Beth. I don't remember her last name. There's Matt Moneymaker, Cliff Berrickman, and I think this is Derek's friend Bill. I think it's Bill Thompson. And that's Bob Saget and Cliff Berrickman with the Grays Harbor Footcast. There were lots of photo ops at this event, obviously. Here, Derek Randalls, that's his hand with his cell cam, his phone cam there, taking a picture to send a picture of Bob Saget for his son's birthday. His son, as it turns out, is a fan, and they left it spelled after they discovered that it inadvertently misspelled birthday. They went ahead and left it that way because, after all, Bob's a comedian. And I want to say that Bob Saget was one nice man, and I had wondered how he was going to be, because sometimes Hollywood types, they've been chased by so many paparazzi, they're not real friendly. But Bob Saget was very warm and friendly to every one of us, and it was a great time. And there's a shot just before of the recon vehicles with the R2-D2 units on top, as we call them. Those are little spinning thermal imagers, and there was a nighttime expedition, a vehicular expedition that took place, and Saget went along for the ride. And there you see the interior from outside. This is myself. I went with Tom and several others, Tom and Bobo and Bart, to visit with Dr. Bindernagel. He's working on his second book. He lives on Vancouver Island, and they wanted him to be a part of the filming because he's a scientist, a biologist, and they also spoke with some Native Americans. to get their viewpoint. This was the cast party afterwards. They invited us to the cast party. Of course, Tom played his Bigfoot songs, and it got a little rowdy at first when we entered the room. They were shooting these Nerf arrows at us. And somebody ran up and handed me a little Nerf gun so I could shoot back, and there was a wild gunfire for a while, and then they handed out the drinks. So, yeah, the Hollywood film crews know how to party. That's Paul Graves with a beer, and that's one of the film crew, I don't remember his name, playing guitar at the party. Anyway, it was a great weekend, had a great time, and it's a wonderful place to look for Bigfoot. It's the whole 100 miles in every direction. There's virtually nothing but couple of tiny little towns, and there's these huge wilderness areas right there adjoining this property. So the BFRO's got a really cool headquarters, cool spot.